So you want to start family traditions with your kids, but you don't know where to begin. Why not start with birthdays? Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is To The Point with Marietta, a channel focused on quick, Christ-centered content instead of long, lengthy aesthetic montages. So you are wanting to start family traditions with your children, and I think that's great. Traditions are wonderful, and it's the thing that your kids are going to remember the most. They're not going to remember the different days of just all the different things that they did growing up, right? They might see pictures and it might jog a memory. And there might be specific things that happen in their lifetime that they do remember because it was probably something major that happened on that day. But one of the things that they will definitely remember is something that you do every single year, year in and year out, a tradition. They will remember it. I'm sure you do too. You probably remember something from holidays, like going over to a specific grandparent's house, or so-and-so used to bring the best cake in the world to the family reunion, right? Something random like that. You're going to remember it because it's something that was repeated and that was done over and over and over again until it was a solidified memory in your mind. And you look back and you go, we always did this thing on this day and it was super special to me. So you want to have that same thing with your own children in your own unique way. And I think that's awesome. And it can be really overwhelming to begin something like that. Where do you start? How do you know exactly what you want to do? Maybe you want to carry on the same traditions that you grew up with, or maybe you want to do something completely different. My husband and I, we are still implementing new ways of doing things with our kids that are becoming really fun. And one of those things that our kids are really looking forward to every year are their birthdays. Obviously, every kid is going to be excited about their birthday, right? I'm another year older. I have progressed this much since last year. And oh, the presents, I get gifts, right? And possibly parties. For us, our kids are still really young. So we are not into just ginormous parties because they're not going to remember it. They're just not. The parties for younger kids are for the parents. They're not for the kids. And we want to do things for our children and make those memories that will last a lifetime. That they will last into their adulthood, and they will then reflect on their childhood and want to do things with their kids like this. Having kids so close in age to one another, sometimes it's easy to interact with all of them at the same time, all the time, because they're always all together. Throughout my days, I do make it a point to spend individual time with each of those children, but it's not lengthy, right? I have a long list of things that I have to do. I homeschool. We have to get our things done, our assignments. The house has to be tended to. Food has to be on the table multiple meals a day. We can't just spend hours with each child individually. So sometimes it can feel like you're not getting that one-on-one time as often as you would like with each of your children. So at birthdays, my husband and I, we have started really trying to focus in on that one child at their birthday. So here's what it looks like. The night before their birthday, that child will get to come with me, myself alone, without my husband, without all the other children. We will go somewhere to eat, wherever they decide they want to eat. And then afterward, they will choose wherever they want to go to pick out a toy, and they get to choose whatever it is that they want. Within reason, obviously, mom gets the final say, but they get to go up and down all the toy aisles and determine which thing they want to take home. It's super special. They really enjoy it, and we don't get stuff for our kids all throughout the year. They kind of just get things at their birthdays and at Christmas and things like that. We aren't constantly going to the store, and whenever we go to the store, they get something, right? We just don't do that. So it's something very special for them to get to go to the store and pick out something that they themselves only they want. None of the other siblings are there to make a unanimous decision about what they all can agree upon. No, it's just that one child. So that's really sweet. So I get that time in the evening with just that child. They love that. Then the following day, my husband will either take off work. If their birthday falls on a day that my husband is at work, he takes off work that day, because that is another way to show your child that you are important to me. You are more important than me going to work today and doing these things. That has been very special because my husband, he never takes off work. If we have a vacation plan, we'll do that. But outside of that, he's at work. So that in and of itself speaks volumes to our children. And then he takes that whole day off to spend with that child. So he normally then, after I've had him for the evening, they like to go get breakfast, and they get to choose anywhere they want to go get breakfast. If they want donuts, they get donuts. If they want pancakes, they go get pancakes. If they want, I don't know, they usually are going to choose something sweet because that's what kids like, and it's their birthday, and they get to decide what they want to do because it's special. It's a very special occasion. We are so grateful to God for giving them to us. Like, they're a true blessing and a joy. Like, we love our kids. We want to show them that we, truly cherish and appreciate them. And that time with them is also so sweet because you get to have uninterrupted conversations with just that child, with nobody else there. And we use that time to reflect on the last year and all the ways in which they've changed and all the ways that they've grown and how they're such a good sibling to their other siblings and how just the different ones interact and look up to one another. And it's just a sweet, sweet time. So he will have them for breakfast, and they might go and do something fun like late morning, early afternoon. And then he comes home, and then we all celebrate together for the rest of the day and go do something fun for that child. And everyone gets to be a part and have a big party and do all the things. And a lot of times they will get home, late morning, early afternoon, and I will have had the other kids making cards and doing the balloons and maybe making a birthday banner and maybe baking a cake, because usually, you can't pull all of that off when that child was in the home because they're going to know exactly what's going on. So once they leave, we have the opportunity to do that together, and it's something really fun. Instead of the other children at home being upset and jealous that they're not out there with daddy, doing all the things, they get to focus on how they can serve and how they can love on their sibling that it's their birthday. And so that's also just a really sweet thing to instill in the other children, to be like, oh, aren't we just so grateful for your sibling? And how can we show that sibling that we're just so happy that they're a part of our family? Then the following day, okay, so this is a 3-day thing that we've got going here. My parents then will come and either pick up that said child or will take him or her to my parents' house, and they will go and play the whole day over there because they absolutely love their grandparents. And that is also just a really sweet time as well. And it's just great. And so we're not doing all the big parties right now. I am sure as they get older, they're going to want to have parties with their friends and friends over and just do all those things. And we're totally open to that as well. But I know that we're always going to stick with these individual time blocks for myself, my husband, my parents while they're able, like to do these things with them so that they know that they individually, without all of the siblings, without everybody there, they individually are cared for, they're loved, they're cherished, and we do this for each one of our children so that they know that, your brother or your sister went today, but when it's your birthday, it's your turn and you get to do it your way. We're going to have that individual special time with you as well because we love you so very much, and we're just so blessed to have you in our lives as our child. So this is just a great little way that we're doing something different and implementing our own new traditions. And we hope and pray that this is something that they will grow up and look back on with fondness and be like, wow, mom and dad really took time to pour into me on my birthday and all the other days too, hopefully, right? But especially on my birthday. And that's something that I want to do for my own children. And so we pray that these things pass down through the generations. We're not just focused on the right here and now. We need to be, as Christians, focused futuristically for generational blessings. Set our kids up for success so that they can set their kids up for success, and so on, so forth, on down the line. Okay, this was To The Point. I hope it was beneficial, and I will see you on the next episode. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.